Hey everybody, I'm Bill, and thank you so much for watching this video. This is obviously a 360 video. It's a format that I've tried a couple times on YouTube, and I thought it would lend itself really well for showing how different and crazy an approach and landing at John Wayne can be. I'll also link a 2D version of the video where I actually set the views. You can check that out in the link below. Also, if YouTube still does cards or whatever, I'll put a link for the video there as well. But this is a very unique approach in landing at John Wayne, particularly because of the parallel runways and the amount of traffic that exists at John Wayne. So I wanted to try this style of video in order to give you the ability to look at all the different angles and views of this approach and landing, which is why I think it might be kind of fun to rewatch this a couple of times and look at it from different angles at different times. I'll do my best to narrate and point out certain aspects of what's happening during the video. There is no ATC or radio audio, so I'm just gonna play a nice little mellow music in the background, and we will talk about what's happening in this approach. Okay, we're going to start the approach from about a mile to the west of the airport. We're coming inbound from the Huntington Beach Pier, and whenever you're arriving at John Wayne and you're a little guy, you're more than likely going to get the instruction to cross over the control tower at or above 1,300 and enter left downwind for 20 left. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just giving a little bit of a buffer right now. I'm at 1,400. Slowly descending. The pattern altitude for the left runway is actually 850 MSL, so 1,300 feet puts us about 500 feet above the pattern altitude, so we do actually have to descend pretty quickly. So you can see that I'm actually pulling the first notch of flaps, crossing over the field, because I want to keep this pattern really tight. So I'm kind of looking at this in sort of a just before a beam the numbers, which if you look out the left side of the plane, you can see the numbers right there. You can also get a glimpse of how busy this is. I'm also looking to the right constantly to make sure that we don't have any traffic coming in from over UCI and Signal Peak. Again, I'm still really high. I'm about 100 feet above pattern altitude at this point. So doing this pattern entry, this approach here, I kind of treat it as just a big 270, and you can see here that I'm keeping it again really tight. There's no reason to go out any further than this. I'm very comfortable with keeping my left base pretty much over the freeway or a little bit past the 405 down there. And again, proper descent planning and just energy management, you don't need to go any further out in these trainers. So I'm just kind of managing a couple of things here. There is a plane in the middle of the two runways, so I need to be cognizant of jet blast, which means I don't want to cross the back end of that plane below the tail section. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm aiming for the tail section here. So right now I'm at, looks like 250, 300 feet right now, and I am going to enter in a full slip because I'm going to cross over the tail of that Allegiant plane and then power idle and dump it in and just kind of hold it off. This is a shorter runway, but knowing where my kind of safe zone in to touch down, to have enough runway to stop, I'm able to confidently put it down even with that 300 feet, 150 feet, 200 feet above the runway at the threshold to avoid that wake, that jet blast in between the runways. So this one worked out really well. You can actually see me laughing hysterically at that landing because it was so smooth. We had just done 2 commercial flights with very hard landings at John Wayne and Oakland, so it was kind of funny that I had a couple of good landings at Camarillo and John Wayne. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and check out some more videos.